Hello everyone, welcome to the third part of Fengshui and Neurographic Art. In this part, we are going to talk about the breath of qi, or in other words, the flow of qi. Okay, I ended off the previous video with a picture of this living room, okay, or this small tiny apartment if you want to call it. Okay, it's very simple, but just to illustrate the point of flow of qi. In Feng Shui flow, if you think of the opening on the lower right hand side as the main door, the flow of energy or the flow of qi comes in from the main door and exits through either a window or the back door of your home. Okay? Now, this flow can be obstructed with clutter, as you will see later on in the video. And it can also be accelerated. When you accelerate the flow of qi, it is not a very good thing. Because if the flow of qi is too fast, it is not beneficial to the person or the people who are living in the home. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that slightly later. So for now, know that when you are doing feng shui for your living room, you want to place your furniture arrangement in such a way that it allows the qi to meander through, not in a straight line, but meander around your living space and out. Okay, you may not know where it's actually exiting. Anywhere there is a window or an exit, it will lead through there. Okay, it will lead, the qi will come in and exit. The qi would come in through the main door and exit through an opening in your home. It can be any opening, depending on where the opening is. Okay, now, depending on where the opening is, the flow of qi could be fast or it can be slow. If you want the beneficial qi to come in and flow like a meandering river, so if you can imagine like qi coming in like a stream of water. So you want a stream going through your home. The stream of qi. If you imagine river flow and stream, you don't want a river flowing, you want a stream flowing. You want a stream, you don't want a river. Remember that. Okay? So I term this as a qi leakage because you have a river going through your home. Okay? So this is what happens is if you have the main door and an opening right in front of the main door, the qi is going to flow right out to the closest opening. Okay, just like water will. So it acts like water. So think of it as water. So in this case, when this happens, we're talking about a river of qi flowing through your home. Okay, now we don't want that. And you only get a trickle going in to your home. Therefore, in this case, if you have someone sitting right where that river is flowing through from your main door to the window, they will feel very uncomfortable. Okay, it will feel very uncomfortable for the person who's standing there or sitting there. So remember, this is no good. So you want to place something in between the main door and the window so that the qi can go around it and do a little meandering before it exits through the window. So now in this case, if you were to move the cluster of 3 furniture towards the right, it will be sufficient to block the flow of qi so that it does the meandering thing before it exits through the window. Or, in this case, you can dress up the window with curtains, drapery, or put a plant by the window, or a console table, or an end table, or some form of table near the window with something that sticks out that seems to block some of the view of the window. So yes, a plant is the best. Or you can do a sun catcher, or you can do a mobile, or you can do a wind chime. Okay, that would suffice. Okay, or the other thing you can do is move your cluster of 3 furniture to the right so that it is between the window and the main door. That will work too. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, okay, now we're back to the original layout of the room. If you have a lot of clutter in the room or your home, so I put all these circles there to represent clutter. Now, what this does is essentially creating blockages for the qi so that they stay in the home. Okay, the qi comes in through the main door, and then it just kind of eddies around because of all the clutter and the way the objects and furnitures are being placed around in the room. This is almost the case of, like, you know, again, we talk about the stream flowing, the water flowing into your home. If there was a stream of water coming in, you will find that it would stagnate around this area because it will puddle up. It will retain some water, and you know what stagnant water does. Okay, stagnant qi does the same thing. So think of qi as water. And when this happens, only some of the qi escapes. So you have a big amount of qi coming in, but only very little leaves through the window. And this is what we call qi stagnation. And it's no good. Now, if you walk into the room and you can smell muskiness, you know, or some strange smell that doesn't smell good, you know there's some qi stagnation in the area. So you would want to remedy that. Okay? So, number one thing in Feng Shui is to always clear clutter from your room, or from your home, so that the qi can flow through it freely to benefit the people who live in the home. Now, it doesn't have to look like the cleanliness of the arrangements of the home magazine, and it doesn't have to look minimalistic like some Japanese homes. It doesn't have to. You just need to have a clear way of movement from the main door towards, you know, the window, or just a walkway, kind of. If it's difficult for you to walk around in your room, it is probably difficult for the qi to flow around in your room. So clear the clutter in this case. But if it looks cluttered it is cluttered. Alright, so clear a way for the qi to move, or for you to move, so that you can benefit from the energy of the qi that's moving through your home. Alright? So with that, I end this video. And I will see you again in the next video, where we will talk more about elements and the colors. Thank you for coming.